What's up, everybody? As you can see, I'm in my backyard having a cup of tea on my new Solo Stove. This is the Solo Stove Lite, the smallest one. That's pretty cool. I used it yesterday just to figure out how it works. Honestly, I think I should have got the Titan, the one that's a little bit bigger. The pieces, you have to cut the pieces a little. It doesn't fit a lot of fuel, but the fuel that you do put in there burns for a long time. Anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. The region that I live in Canada, Ontario, is under a pretty strict lockdown orders, stay-at-home orders right now. So I was planning on camping this weekend, but yeah, they've asked us to stay home and only leave the house for emergency situations, to get groceries and for outdoor exercise. I tried to do this video in a couple of different locations, but with the mild weather and wind's picking up. With the mild weather and with people having nowhere to go, all of those areas that I like to go to find a little bit of solitude close to home are all pretty packed with people, and rightfully so. That's not a complaint. I think it's great. So yeah, like I said, I was gonna go camping this weekend, but I'm stuck at home. Kind of bummed out about that, but I understand. I understand why they've asked us to do this, so I'm not complaining. But I did want to make a video, and I did want to connect with everybody. It's been a couple weeks since I put one out, and you know, I want to keep my creative juices flowing. Oh, I think my water's boiling. The one thing about titanium is it gets super hot. Whew, that's a lot of steam. I got a tea here. Let's just have a cup of tea. You can't have a campfire out in the woods, you gotta have one in your backyard. Yeah, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, I wanted to keep my creative juices flowing, and I didn't want to, you know, this stay-at-home order's in effect for the next month almost, so I really don't know when the next time I'll be able to get out and get out into the woods and have an adventure to share with you guys, which is kind of a bummer, but you know, we all got to do our part. What I thought I would do is just go over the equipment that I was going to take on my camping trip. Just go over the stuff that I was going to take. So, without further ado, the first, I know I've done a similar video, where I talked about my 5 items, my 5 must-have items. It's changed for the winter since then because I've made some decisions about what I'm going to do this year. I kind of have a theme for this year, and this year's theme is big knife camping. I'm going to only use a big knife for a year. Oh, there's enough fire in there. It's actually, I can actually feel a lot of warmth off that. It's nice. Anyway, so the first, this is my, I forget the name of it, I wrote it down somewhere. Oh, here. This is my, I wrote down the name of this thing, I always forget it. So this is my sleeping bag. It's a -18, and I knew that, but it's made by MEC, Mountain Equipment Co-op. Mountain Equipment Co-op is a Canadian outdoor company that makes all kinds of, they have their own brand. They also sell, you know, other name brands. But this is their branded sleeping bag. It's called the Centurus -18, and it's a synthetic. It's made with something called Hyperloft, so it dries really quickly. And yeah, this weekend is super mild. Like, I think it was only going to get down to like -8 up to where I was going, and the days were going to be, you know, hovering around the 0 mark. Where I live now, it's 5 degrees outside right now, so it's really, really warm for January. So anyway, my first item was going to be, and it's in an outdoor research stuff compression sack. But yeah, so that was going to be my main warmth. As you see, I was going to bring my heavy cover canteen kit, and I was also going to bring my Solo Stove, only for the sake that it's a Christmas gift that I wanted to try out. I got a new backpack, and that has a lot of MOLLE webbing, and so the new backpack that I got, I also ordered one of these side pouches. It's made by I don't know, I get it from that military that military surplus store in Finland called Valuustelleka, and this is their branded one. I think it's, I forget. Anyway, it's pretty big, and I keep my food in here. There's been a couple times where I've been in the outdoors, and I've had my food bag or whatever leak stuff all on the inside of my backpack. And ever since that's happened, I try and keep my food on the outside of my main pack. So this is something that I thought I could just throw my food in, and when I needed to, I could hoist it up into a tree if I needed to. But anyway, so this was going to be my food pouch. For my meals, I was just going to take a steak and some, oh, just going out. What was I going to take? Some steak and some oatmeal for breakfast. Maybe some bacon. The huge camping stuff. The heavy canteen. This is my new. This is the Savoda medium. I forget. I can't pronounce any of their names. This is. I keep my heavy cover canteen kit in this Helicon Tex. I think they call this the Essentials pouch. This is an awesome pouch. I love it, and this is where my heavy cover canteen kit lives. This is the Savoda pack. It's the medium. And yeah, no complaints about it so far. It's awesome. On the outside here, you see the big knife that I was going to take. I got this from that same store in Finland, Valuustelleka, and this is the Tereva Skrama 240. Now this is quickly becoming my favorite knife that I've ever owned. I use it for everything now. I've even started using it in the kitchen. It's just so much fun to use. And I've made a couple fires with it. I think it absolutely will replace a small hatchet. This is just a Maxpedition pouch. It's got extra batteries. It's got some flashlights. It's got the repair kit for my sleeping pad. It's just got random stuff in it. Lights for camera. Small bag of extra clothes is just extra socks and some long underwear for sleeping in. This is my Agawa Boreal Forest 21. I made this sleeve. I made this sleeve myself. I love this saw a lot. I don't need to say much more about that. And it's a Canadian company, from what I understand. I guess this thing goes out really fast. You gotta stay on it or else it goes out. Whew. Okay, next I have my US GI, my US, it's an Army surplus bivy sack made out of Gore-Tex. I love this thing. I use it kind of more as a ground tarp. I don't put a ground tarp down in the winter when I have this. I just sleep on this. It seems to do fine. I love this thing. It's awesome. I got a little sit pad, the Thermarest Z seat, something to kneel on, whatever. This is just a little puffy down jacket that I got from Uniqlo. It puffs down, it's to nothing, and it was just in case I got a little chilly, I had a little puffy jacket. This is my Thermarest Neo Air. Yeah, I forget what R rating this has. It's like just above 4, I think. So for this mild weather, it's perfect. It weighs nothing. I love this thing. Oh, and this is one of my new Christmas gifts. This is the AquaQuest Safari, the 10x10 tarp. I needed a new tarp for a long time. For a long time, I was using a big orange. Again, it was a Mount Equipment Co-op brand one. It was called the Scout. And it's a good tarp. It's still got some years left in it, but there was a few features that it didn't have that I wanted. It didn't have a lot of tie-outs, so you could only do a couple of configurations. It's kind of limited in how you could set it up. And yeah, so I just wanted something a little bigger, something that you could do some more shelter setups with. So last but not least, I got this new thing for Christmas. Or Boxing Day. I think this was a Boxing Day Amazon sale. It's a Boundless Voyage titanium grill. Made by Boundless Voyage, and it comes in this little stuff sack. So I was going to take that to put my steak on. In the top zipper pocket here in the brain, I got some toilet paper and some cordage. And obviously, I was going to take my Fire Steel and my Leatherman Wave. Those two are pretty much always on my person. And I didn't even take a sip of my tea yet. Here we go. First sip, green tea. That's everything I was going to take with me. If you know, if this whole situation, this whole pandemic situation has really driven home anything to me, it's you know, really appreciate the moment, because you don't know when it's going to be the last time that you're going to be able to do it, you know. And I know that's a cliche, but I think this year I've felt it more than any other time. You know, it's a constant reminder. Every day there's new restrictions. You know, they're saying this is a 28-day stay-at-home emergency order now, but they might extend it, right? There's so many unknowns. So it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. But I'm not going to let that discourage me from making videos. I'm going to, you know, this is just a short video to put out there this weekend because you know, I didn't have a lot of time to plan and think about what I wanted to do. But I'm gonna get on my creative. I'm gonna get my creative juices flowing, and I really hope to keep putting out consistent content, regardless of what our restrictions are. Yeah, like I was saying, there's a last time for everything, and we never know when that last time is. So make sure you're calling the people that you love and tell them that you love them, and you know, man, just try and be present. You know. I probably don't need to preach to the choir, but how many times am I just so disconnected, you know, my phone, so many distractions, and yeah, there's a last time for everything, and you don't know when it's going to be. Anyway, I really hope you guys are doing well, and I really am looking forward to connecting with you guys. You know, leave a comment in the description below. I'm trying to be, you know, I try and respond to all of them. I don't get notifications for all of them, but if I see one that I haven't responded to, then I always try and respond. Your views, your likes, and your comments are really appreciated. They help motivate me, and yeah, I really hope to keep doing this and keep, you know, I really enjoy it. And just because I can't go out and make the video that I want doesn't mean I can't go out there, I can't figure something else out. And you know, anyway, blah blah blah. I don't need to keep yapping. I hope you guys are doing great. Love, and be kind to one another. We're all going through this, you know. And yeah, thanks guys, much love.